Mr. Radanovich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank you first for holding this markup on the American Clean Energy and Security Act and ask that my full remarks be submitted for the record.
Without objection, that'll be the order.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will be blunt. This legislation dramatically alters the way our current economy is structured. This bill mandates top-down, centrally planned, government-run environmental socialism on the American economy. There is not an industry or a person in this country whose pocketbook will not be negatively impacted by this bill through a hidden tax scheme called cap and trade. Keep in mind that I am extremely disappointed that the process through which this bill has come to the full committee. I think the American people deserve better than legislation that will tax each and every American directly or indirectly in literally every aspect of life. Each time they flip a light switch, fill their car with gas, buy food at a local grocery store, charge their cell phone, or use their computer. The renewable energy mandates and carbon dioxide emission reduction requirements of this bill are the outcomes of environmental alarmism. If you want to see the ramifications of bad lawmaking in the name of environmental alarmism, you need to look no further than the Endangered Species Act, which is currently costing California 40,000 agriculture jobs and over $2 billion worth of income in the San Joaquin Valley, which I represent. California is practically the birthplace of environmental alarmism by adopting its own renewable energy standard and carbon cap and trade scheme. It is killing business and driving people out of the state in record numbers. George Will recently noted that for 4 consecutive years, more Americans have moved out of California than have moved in, and that California's business costs are more than 20% higher than the average states. By no coincidence, California has the country's highest energy rates, sometimes 3 or 4 times that of other states. After watching California self-destruct due to overspending, overtaxing, and overregulating, the state now has a $42 billion budget deficit. It is incomprehensible to me that this Congress would want to follow any type of an example set by California's failed experiment of energy and fiscal policies. The extent to which the American consumer is going to pay for this bill cannot be overstated. This bill will cost hundreds of thousands of jobs. The weight of the new taxes associated with this bill will break the backs of some families, forcing them out of their homes and into the street. America will lose its competitive edge in our global economy as we regulate ourselves into economic obscurity, allowing countries like China and India to outpace our productivity. This legislation will make it far too expensive to conduct business in America. Mr. Chairman, I'm thankful that the committee is getting the opportunity to mark this bill up, and I look forward to participating in that process this week and hopefully reporting out a dramatically different bill out of this committee. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Radanovich.